I won't talk for too long, but okay, so we're talking about Success Club today, and I just want to, and y'all just stop me if you have questions or, whatever. I wanted to talk about why, how, your list, keep talking to people, and the importance of the follow-up, and how it all relates to Success Club. Okay, so Lois, do you know what Success Club is?
No, I'll just say no. I heard of it before.
Okay, so let me tell you. So Success Club, okay, so Success Club is where you get 3 to 5 new customers a month that will get you to Success Club 5. Or 10, either one. What is Success Club 5? What is Success Club 10? That's when, so you get 2 Success Club points for selling a challenge pack, and it can be any of them, including Beachbody On Demand plus Shakeology. It can be the workouts that come with the performance, Beachbody Performance, that's still a challenge pack. Any of those things. And there's so many options, and there's usually a good amount of them that are $140 versus the more expensive ones. And you get 2 points for that. You get 1 point for either an HD performance, Beachbody Performance pack, the stack, I think is what it's called. And you get, and that's 140, or no, that's 90. It's the same PV as, I think it's 120, but it's the same PV as Shakeology. So it's the same.
I'm going to go kill people. I'll be right back.
Okay. Careful while she kills people. So I'm glad that's on video. So
Parent of the year.
That's right. So anyway, so you get 1 point if you get somebody on an HD performance stack or an HD Shakeology by itself. That's 1 point, one Shakeology or one Success Club point. So in other words, so if you had 2 customers that got a challenge pack and 1 that just got a Shakeology, that would be Success Club 5. If you had 5 challenge packs that month, that would be Success Club 10. And the big difference between the two, at Success Club 5, once you hit Emerald, you get new customers, but they're free customers. They're people who have signed up for a free account and they get assigned to you. The next time, or the time that they actually purchase something, you then get credit for that.
Oh.
So you follow up with people, and you send them an email and you introduce yourself and you say, I'm here if you have questions. But, I've had people that have signed up for a free account and then end up buying Shakeology for the next 6 months. And I get paid for it. And I have to do squat. So you do that. You get free customers that way. If you hit Success Club 10, have you ever hit Success Club 10, Heather?
No.
So and Kimberly has once or twice for sure. If you hit Success Club 10, you get customers who have purchased challenge packs, and you get all their and you get all their HD orders. You don't get the success points, but you get all. So let's say they buy a challenge pack, and then you don't get paid for that one, but you get paid the next time their Shakeology ships, and every time after that. Well, look at that, doesn't look like Kimberly at all. So every time their Shakeology ships, you get paid. So the studies show that when people have already purchased something, they're more likely to keep purchasing things. So they're better leads. They're better free customers than the free customers you get at Success Club 5. But whatever. There's always a perk to hitting Success Club. So last month, if we hit Success Club 5 or 10, you got a yoga mat. The month before that, what was it? Was it the canister, the Shakeology canister maybe? It was a Shakeology like storage thing with 3 packets of Shakeology. The month before that, it was a hat. So it's like there's always a prize. This month, it's a free webinar with a dude of some importance. Every month is something different. Next month, I want to talk about this actually. Next month, it is a t-shirt, the Core to Force t-shirt, if you hit Success Club 5 and you're registered for the Team Beachbody Spirit competition, which I know Kimberly is. I'm pretty sure Heather is. Did you figure it out?
No.
Ah,
No, after we had that conversation, I never went any
never
further.
went back and did it. Do
Yeah.
it tonight.
Okay.
Do it tonight. So the information for that, Lois, if you want to do it, is on the team page, and you can. There's pretty, I think, specific directions. Maybe I wasn't so clear. I don't know, but I think Kimberly did it.
Hello?
When she comes back. So anyway, if you're registered for that and you hit Success Club 5, you get a Core to Force t-shirt. There's always something cool that you get. It's either gear or water bottles or, something. So it's cool. It's worth it. But that's really not why you hit Success Club. The reason why you hit Success Club is the only way to build your business is by hitting Success Club, because that's how you get new customers. So it's really, Success Club is a measure of how your business is going. So if you're hitting Success Club month after month, that means that you're building your business month after month, and there's a lot of top coaches who have built their businesses huge just by hitting Success Club 5 every month, not Success Club 93, Success Club 5. And of course, there's a lot of coaches, not a lot. There's a handful of coaches out there who do hit Success Club 100 every month or something ridiculous, like 50. I think the highest I've ever gotten was 38. It was a long time.
Wow.
No big deal.
Absolutely. Let Daddy help you. What'd you say? No big deal?
Yeah, and I heard
No big deal. It just happened once. The first, I could go look at it and tell you, but the first 4 or 5 months I was in there, I always had over Success Club 20, and I was in the 30s 2 or 3 times. So,
Oh my gosh.
I know, it was crazy. I have no idea how that happened. I thought it was normal. I didn't even know what Success Club was. It was kind of funny because my upline didn't tell me. So I didn't really know what it was. I just thought that was normal. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. So I just was hand over fist selling challenge packs like a crazy person, and then find out that I've actually done something pretty cool. But I didn't know that. So now looking back on it, I'm like, well, that would have been nice to save some of those people for now. I didn't know. So I think at this point, let's see, I was 24 months in February. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 7. So what is that? 24 plus 7. What is that? 31? 31 months. So I've been Success Club for 31 months, and I'm already there now. So 32 months. So it's very doable actually. And if you think about it, it's free people, free. Kimberly, did you sign up for the Spirit thing? Did I give okay directions, or was I confusing? Fine.
I think so.
Okay. So y'all need to go do that.
I just did it. Your directions are fine. I'm
Okay,
just
good.
arrived.
I thought it was confusing, so I totally get it. Okay, back to stuff. So that's the point of, well, it's okay, she knows that. So anyway, hitting Success Club is very doable, but you do have to pay attention to you still have to pay attention to what you're doing and what your business is doing. And so why do you hit Success Club? Because that's the way you grow your business. And so so people, you're going to sell challenge packs, which is awesome. And people are going to get Shakeology, but guess what happens? They quit, or they stop, or they put things on hold, or whatever, which is fine. They're humans. Things happen. They back up. They forget to take it on vacation. I don't know. But they stop drinking it for a while. So the only way to keep that income and your volume and all that stuff to keep going is to continually add people, continually. So that's why you aim to hit Success Club every month, because people are going to fall off constantly. And so the only way to keep it going is to continue to feed the machine with more people. Find more people. That's the answer to when you talk to Shay. And if you have a problem, She's like, well, you know what the answer is, right? Every time. Yeah, I know. Find more people. So it's always the answer. Find more people. You know, and to be honest with you, when you go out anywhere and you look around, people need us. They're there. People need us, right? Okay. Who doesn't need a healthier lifestyle? Even the healthiest of the healthiest need a healthier lifestyle, or, you know, they need accountability, or they need Shakeology or something, you know. So it's interesting how that goes. But so how do you hit Success Club? What do? You have to go, you have to talk to people, you have to put yourself out there. You have to be posting on social media. You have to be talking to people. You can't be shy about what you do and why you do it. You love the products. You've been using them for a long time, or maybe you're new and you haven't been, but you still love the products. And you want to share that with people, because why would you hide that under, you know, a barrel? Why would you do that? You want everybody to feel like you do. You want everybody to feel better about themselves and all that good stuff. So you want to get it out there, but you have to. People are not going to come running to you at this point in your business and say, can I please buy a challenge pack from you? Eventually, that's going to happen. And it's happened to me a little bit, where I've had people come to me and say, I want to do what you're doing. Sign me up now. Doesn't happen that often, but it has happened. And so you'll get to that point, but right now you're not there. Right now you have to go talk about it. You have to put yourself out there. You have to work on it. And so that brings me back to something I talk about all the time, and that is your list. You have to have a list of people that you're talking to. It has to be written down or typed up or somewhere that you can access all the time. And you're going to follow up with those people. You're going to follow up with those people on a regular basis, because that's how you hit Success Club, by talking to people. And there's some statistics out there, and I don't think they're Beachbody related, to be honest with you. I think it's about anything, that people will say no 9 times before they say yes once. 9 times, okay? So when you're going out there and you're talking to people and people are telling you no, time after time after time, not really a reason to stop talking to people, or not a reason to stop talking to a specific person, because it takes 9 times. I think Shay said that she told Lindsay Matway no 6 times before she signed up as a coach, or as anything. I think she started with just Shakeology. Good night, princess. Love you. Daddy's in the garage. So, you know, here we've got, you know, one of 42 15-star diamonds that said no to the top coach 6 times before she said yes. So that list is super important. You cannot discount anybody on your list, because at some point in time, they're going to need you, probably. I've had people that I've talked to for 2 years, and then they're like, all right, now it's time, you know? So, you know, I think it's super important. I think it's really, really important to, if you're face-to-face with people, to make notes about things, to not while you're talking to them, but when you're done talking to them, go sit down and make some notes about what you talked about, and when would be a good time to follow up with them. You know, should you follow up in a week? Should you follow up in 2 weeks? Should you do a once-a-month thing? And you can kind of get an idea of how people like to be followed up with, based on a conversation with them. And so you want to know the best way to follow up with them, but you also want to know, are they going to be annoyed if you follow up once a week? Or are they the kind of people that will be like, if you don't follow up with me once a week, I'm going to figure out who you are, you know, or what we talked about. You know, so you want to make sure that you continue that conversation in a way that's not annoying to that person. And generally you can get a good idea of what that is just by talking to them. You get a good read on that. And I think that's super important, but you have to make lists. And you have to continue to follow up with people. If you're on Facebook, or whatever, Instagram, I guess. I just don't have good luck with Instagram, so I just don't. I think it's neat, but that's it. Yeah, I don't seem to generate any business off Instagram.
I just signed up for a training that's all about Instagram, and I paid a lot of money for it. But I'll let you know. Yeah, it's intense. It's hours and hours of content, and they go over your profile and judge you and tell you what to do. And
no way.
I'll tell you all the tips after I'm done.
You'll have to do a team call on that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So whatever social media outlet you're on, you need to keeping track of the people who are liking your posts, not your posts about your dog, your Beachbody type posts, your fitness posts, psychology, whatever. You need to keep track of those because those people. So you don't need to message them. Like if they like your post about your sweaty selfie, you don't need to go, hey, thanks for liking my sweaty selfie. Want to work out with me? Because that's just going to be awkward and weird. So you don't want to do that. And but if somebody likes your posts over and over and over again, let's say somebody every time you post a picture of your workout, the same person likes it, then it's time to message them and say, thank you so much for liking my exercise post. What are you doing for exercise these days? You don't jump straight to the chase. You just start a conversation because you need to get to know the person. And chances are, if they've liked your posts over and over and over again, they've started to gain a trust in you. And it's when you gain that trust in people that they're going to be ready to jump into something, to invest in something with you. And that's when you start to hit Success Club. So it's super important to pay attention to that. So if somebody's commenting on your post, like I had a really sweet lady, she's my age. It sounds like she's old, but this is the weirdest thing. I'll tell you the story because this is really interesting. So I had done a couple of live videos about a couple of different things. I don't know what they're about, to be honest with you. They're like 5-minute long live videos on Facebook in the middle of the day on a Wednesday. So that's typically when I do them. And I don't have a lot of viewers on them because it's a really bad time of day to do it. So I should really stop doing that. But yesterday I did one at 4:30 or something. Kimberly was on it. And I had like decent viewership. I think I had 15 people at one point. And I was like, that's the most I've ever had. But anyway, that's beside the point. I did a couple of live videos, and the same person kept commenting on the live videos. And I had never met her before, but we were friends on Facebook. As one of those people that I was like, oh, look, we have 45 mutual friends. I should be friends with her. Like, Well, I'm standing in the post office one day, or not the post office, the bank one day with Molly, and she and I were talking about Fozzie. And I said, oh, Fozzie this, Fozzie that. And this woman turns around, looks at me, and she goes, you're Kim. And I was like, huh? And she was like, you're Kim Mitchell. And I said, I am. And she said, I'm Karen. I'm Karen from the live videos. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're Karen from the live videos. And so we started talking. And so then a couple more live videos go by. She starts messaging me on Facebook. Like, I really think that what you're talking about is really cool. And I think that, I can actually talk to you. I think we have a lot in common. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So we start chit-chatting on on Facebook Messenger about random stuff. And then she's like, she said, I know you're a Beachbody coach, and I know that I have a lot of friends that are Beachbody coaches too, but I trust you more than them. So I want you to tell me about Shakeology and about 21 Day Fix. And last week, she got on board. It's probably been 2 months that I've been talking to her, but 3 months. But she got on board. She's ready. She started, she's going to start 21 Day Fix. I think she got it yesterday. But that's how it all goes. That's how you hit Success Club, is by connecting with people, paying attention to what's going on your social media, and paying attention to the people who are liking your stuff. Because chances are, if they're liking your stuff more than once, it's because number one, they trust you, and number one, they need it too. They're going, oh my gosh, I need that as much as she does. And if she can do it, I can do it, kind of thing. And the more real you are on social media, the more people are going to trust you. You can't paint this beautiful, pretty picture. None of you guys do, so that's good. Of how perfect life is as a Beachbody coach, because let me tell you what I was doing 2 minutes before I got on this call. I was cleaning toilets. It's not the most beautiful,
Me too.
Okay, see, life of Beachbody coach, right? But you don't want to paint a weird picture. You want to paint a real picture. And people start to trust you. When they trust you, they're ready to invest with you. And that's when you hit Success Club. And that's really the bottom line. But to be honest with you, you can do nothing in this business without hitting Success Club. You cannot grow your business without hitting Success Club. Okay, that was like bomb dropped. Sorry, but it's true. The months where you hit Success Club, and tell me, the two of you, because you guys have hit Success Club multiple times, the months when you hit Success Club, do you go into the next month with more momentum? And then the months that you don't hit Success Club, do you have more trouble gaining momentum for the next month? All it takes is 2 weeks of ignoring your business for you to lose momentum. It happens really quick, and it sucks. So if nothing else, if you're hitting Success Club 5, you are maintaining momentum. And here's the other thing that I like to tell people, is that you can plan Success Club. All right. This is a concept that I've told a couple people. I think I've told Heather. I know I've told Kimberly. I think I've told you, Heather. You can plan Success Club. You can plan what next month is going to look like. And here's how. So if you decide today that you're going to talk to on the 20th, that you're going to talk to 10 people or 6 people by the end of the month, okay? 6 new people by the end of the month, or you're going to follow up with people who you haven't spoken to, but let's just say start from scratch. You have 6 people that you're going to talk to this month. Let's say 3 of those people end up purchasing from you and you hit Success Club, okay? You've got 3 people that still haven't, that you're engaged with, okay? And let's say in November you decide, I'm going to talk to 6 more people. So now you've got 9 people that you're talking to. And let's say 3 of those people buy a challenge pack, okay? And you hit Success Club in November. And then in December, I'm going to talk to 6 people again. So now you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 14 people to talk to. 3 people buy a challenge pack. Now you've got 11 people you're still talking to. And then in January, 6 more people. Now it's 17 people that you're talking to, 3 buy challenge packs. You're still talking to 14. Next month, you talk to 6 more. Now you've got 20. Your list continues to grow. And in a year, you are never going to not have somebody to talk to. Never. You will always have somebody to go back and talk to if you are keeping a list and you're writing those names down, because it grows exponentially each month of people you can talk to. And that's not to say that, in January, you're going to message 79 people. Well, there are people who do that. Amy Silverman does. She sat down one day, I was listening to a live video and on Beachbody Champions, and she's like, okay, guys, got to go. I'm going to go message 100 people right now. I was like, huh? Yeah. That's why I was like, no. But anyway, So let's say you message 20 people, okay, at the beginning of the month, and you start conversations, and 8 of those people continue to converse with you. You're going to hit Success Club, all right? It's that easy. It is so easy to send a message. You have to start working on crafting your messages so that you can start getting to know people. That's what it's about. It's about getting to know people, them getting to know you, and building relationships so you can continue that conversation. And I promise you, if you are keeping a list and you are keeping track and you talk to 6 people every month starting now, you are never going to not have somebody to talk to. I will never hear from you, I run out of people. Like, I can't stand it when I hear that from people, because I'm like, how did you run out of people? Where's your list? I don't have one. You have a list, you have people to talk to. And it can be endless. I mean, my list is so long. I think I have 700 people on my list, you guys, that haven't bought. Wow. 700 people, and some of it, clearly a lot of them have bought for me, but let's say 400, no. So I have 450 customers. So let's say some of them are free customers, but let's say I don't know. There's still 400 people on that list of 700 people that have not purchased anything from me. I never have nobody to talk to. That's never the case. And maybe I haven't talked to somebody in a year about it. Bring it up again. I'm not shy about it. I love what I do. I love what we do. I think what we do is important, and I'm not shy about sharing it.
How do you restart that conversation? Because I feel like I have several people because I just stopped talking to them because I was tired of hearing no.
Yep.
But but I also know that it wasn't because they weren't necessarily interested. But
weren't ready.
I have a lot of people that want to try Beachbody On Demand for free and then maybe do that subscription. But beyond that, they're just not interested.
Yeah, and that's okay. I call it. It's like a gateway drug. You know, if you can get them going on anything, you know, it's like why I put people that don't use Shakeology in my challenge groups. Same reason. It's a gateway. It gets them into it. It gets them to trust the company. It gets them to trust you. And then eventually they'll probably end up doing something else, you know, Shakeology or new workout or whatever. But you got to start building that trust that some way, you know, whatever it is. If that's what they want is Beachbody On Demand, then awesome. Get them Beachbody On Demand. How do you restart that conversation? So this is what I said, because I was struggling in August and September to hit Success Club. So I was digging deep in the list. I was going way back. And so I looked at my dates and I was like, hey, so-and-so, we have not talked in a year. And I just wanted to see how you're doing. What's going on with you? Some people completely ignored me and were like, that's kind of crazy. And other people were like, oh, we're doing great over here, blah, 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 blah. Well, I just wanted to, you know, see how you are with your health and fitness goals. What's going on there? We'll start talking about that. And then eventually you can start talking about what's available to them or what their goals are and how you can help them reach their goals. But you got to start with, gosh, it's been a year since we've talked. That's just crazy. I can't believe a year's gone by. Well, what's going on with you? Let's catch up. You have to start back at square one, kind of. But, you know, at this point in time, they know you're a Beachbody coach. They know what you're about. They know what you're probably wanting to do, and that's okay. But start the conversation. If it never goes there, fine, don't. But the thing is that with your affinity on Facebook, when you're messaging somebody, they show up in your feed more, or your stuff shows up in their feed more, I should say. And so, I think your recovery now. Your stuff will show up in their feed. So even if you're not discussing Beachbody there, they're going to see it in their feed. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of recovery, didn't you say that one of the flavors is gross?
Mason thinks the orange is gross. No, that's not recovery. That's recharge. He doesn't like the recharge either. He likes the chocolate recover.
Really? Mason, really? Okay.
He doesn't like the orange. We tried the orange and we tried recharge, and he didn't like either of them.
Have any of you tried the recover?
I can't do casein.
Oh, yeah.
Not the lactose intolerance problem. But
that's protein. That's not lactose.
Yeah, but casein's got lactose in it.
Oh, okay.
A lot. It kills my stomach. But he loves it. It's doing great things for him. Great things for him. And he tolerates it really well. Oh, look, there's Ty. So.
Hi, Ty.
Go away.
Hi. So anyway, that's kind of the long and short of Success Club, why it's important, how you get there, and the benefits of it, but also the importance of it. It's super stinking important. Super stinking important. Build your business. You want to build your business, you got to hit Success Club. Bottom line.
When you're first starting out, how do you bring up what you don't even know about, except like, you know, somebody says, okay, what should I start with? Let's say they are interested, and I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, well, a couple of things. You need to get some training. You need to be able to know what's out there. But let me tell you one thing real quick. And I know both Heather and Kimberly and all my other coaches at the beginning would text me and go, real quick, what do I do with this person? And so, or boxer me like, real quick, what do I do with this person? And then I tell them the answer to everything, always 21-day fix challenge pack. So you're still
all right, you told me that.
You're still going to ask the questions. You know, what are your goals? What are your eating habits like? What exercise do you enjoy? What exercise do you hate? And the answer is always going to be the 21-day fix challenge pack because it's the best place to start for everybody, and everybody needs that eating plan. Bottom line, I don't care if you're a 200-pound dude trying to build muscle, you need an eating plan. I don't really work with men, but I don't care if you're the fittest chick on the planet. You need the eating plan. So you got to start with the 21-day fix. And so generally, I've never come across a situation. I've talked people down off of all kinds of other programs when they were new customers to me. I'm like, no, you cannot start with P90X3, even though that challenge pack is a lot more expensive and I would make a ton more money on it. You cannot start with P90X3. You will start with the 21-day fix. I had not had one person come back to me and said, that was really stupid. I wish I didn't have that. Nobody. So, and then maybe they move on after that. And usually by that time, we've talked about Beachbody On Demand, and they know that P90X3 was already in Beachbody On Demand, and they got it with their challenge pack, and now they're excited because they paid $40 basically for access to P90X3 because it's $40 a quarter, and they get all this other stuff too. And now they're really happy with me, and they trust me a ton because I've gotten them a great eating plan, a great exercise program. They got what they wanted, which was P90X3, and then they learned to love Shakeology. And everybody's happy.
P90X3 is in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
All of them, even including P90, the new P90, that's in there too. Hammer and Chisel's in there now, T25's in there. You know, so that's the thing. Like I always encourage my people to do the Beachbody On Demand free trial, because I think that you can really, really give them so much quality with that builds a lot of trust. But Lois, back to your question, the answer is always 21-day fix, which is something you know about.
Yes.
So that's easy. And then, but it is super important to get training on the other programs and what else is out there, because you're going to want to be able to share those with people and be able to talk about what's in Beachbody On Demand. So all the training is really, really important, especially at the beginning. So the more training you can load up on, the better.
So are you talking about looking at maybe the product guides for each of those programs, or?
Yeah. And
the other thing I've thought about too with some of the programs that I don't know is actually watching, some of them on Beachbody On Demand.
Yeah, that's a great thing to do, and to try them, or, really a really good way. We've got 1 minute and 50 seconds left, but a really good way to get to know the programs is actually to do the challenge du jour for a couple of weeks. And you'll get to know all kinds of stuff that you're like, didn't know that Rev Abs was that good, like there's so much random stuff on there, and they go through so much that you really do get to know the program pretty good that way. Yeah. Used to be you just had to buy them all, like I have everything that Beachbody's ever done because that's how we did it. We didn't have a way that you could go, I just want to go try T25 once. You couldn't do that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, the bottom line is hit Success Club 5, but you have to build trust with people. You have to build relationships with people, and then you'll hit Success Club, I promise. And you have to make a list and keep it and check it twice, like Santa.
Yeah, I like your what you said about making the list and more people, and so that's my first step.
It just keeps growing. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll load it up on the page. I'll get it converted tonight. So tag your coaches in the recording.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Good night. Thanks for coming.
Bye.